Let me start by introducing myself. I am Bhagyashri and I moved to Germany at the end of 2022. Since then, I have taken multiple classes to learn German and given up every single time as other things took over my life. It's safe to say that I clearly let 150 things happening in my life take priority over learning German, something that would have actually opened doors for me. Anywho, this time around, I thought of making a video out of my situation. I recently started content creation, something that I've wanted to do for so long, and I thought what could be better than adding a little something to a task that I find not at all interesting. Since I have taken up a few hundred classes already, I have quite a lot of notes and study material to go through before I add another class to my bucket. For context, let me quickly take you through the structure. There are 6 levels to learning German: A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1 and C2. I have completed classes more or less up to B1 level, although I highly doubt that this is the level of my speaking. My husband sometimes tosses a newspaper headline or sentence from a paragraph to see if I can grasp the gist, and 8 out of 10 times I can, which gives me hope, and that is the only thread that I'm hanging by right now. Today is Wednesday, 9th July 2025, and I am going to start slow and target only for 5 days. I found this incredible website called Vasdas. It's to brush up your complete German, and this is going to be my starting point. I'm somewhere between A2 and B1. I'm not just at A2, I'm not completely through B1. I'm somewhere in between. But I feel like if I sort of go through this website, I feel like I will be able to refresh all of that. So maybe, yeah, so this is what I've decided for now. This is going to be my starting point. Yeah, so this was day one. The goal was pretty simple: to sit for 1 hour and not get up before the 1 hour timer strikes, and brush through as many topics as possible. So I've kept it that simple so that I would be able to achieve it. And now we can follow it up from there. So today we are starting with this. This is the book that we're starting with. It's a vocabulary book. I thought before I had lunch, I would finish off at least 2 chapters. These are not too big, as you can see. These are quite small, quite doable. And given that it's almost 12:45 right now, and I eat my lunch around 1:30, 2 o'clock, so I still have enough time to finish this. And post lunch we can continue with the 1 hour thing that we did yesterday. Day 2 was pretty good. I started strong, but as has happened in the past, other things took priority and then I couldn't bring myself back to the desk. But this is exactly why I started this series. I want this series to be a reminder that I need to come back to what matters. The other day, I watched a reel of a fellow German learner. She speaks multiple languages and goes on to explain how exactly she keeps up with all the languages. She said that she's made learning a part of her life. This really resonated with me. I'm an Indian. Most of us speak at least 2 to 3 languages. One of my aunts speaks 5 languages, and here I am struggling to add a 4th one to my list. One of my cousins and I had a long discussion about this very thing that bothers me. Why do I feel stuck when it comes to German? Is it the grammar? Well, surprisingly, that part doesn't feel so strange because a lot of the rules align with that of my mother tongue, my Muttersprache. So I do think that I underestimated myself. Yesterday I had finished up until 10 topics. Day before yesterday, I think. Yesterday I didn't do much. But day before yesterday I had finished 10 topics, and today I have only moved past 2 more, and I was quite exhausted because I had also done the vocabulary part right before I started this. And now my mind is a little exhausted and just tired altogether. So I am going to move to the next part. Watching a 5-minute German video. Now this one that I've pulled up is on this channel called Easy German. I think if you're learning German, you might already be familiar with this channel. This is a 14-minute video and it's super slow. So I'm going to amp it up a little, amp up the speed, and watch it only for 5 minutes because my brain is a little cooked right now. I'm going to put up a 5 minutes timer. Right.
Du willst zurück in deinen Alltag. Ja. Und was?
She says that it's because we've just not put our minds to it. And the day we do, it will be a piece of cake. Well, I like the confidence exhumed on our minds, but the question still remains, why have I not been able to put my mind to it? I have thought long and hard about it. I am 32. Before moving to Germany, I had close to 7 years of experience working in tech, and I thought getting a job would be like taking a walk in the park. Little did I know about the German requirements. In hindsight, I should have done my research, yes, but in my defense, I did see a few jobs not too keen on speaking German. Unfortunately, the competition for these jobs was quite high for obvious reasons, and I failed every single time. I used to keep track of the jobs I've applied for, update their status, etc. And after the number reached a place of constant disappointment, I stopped. I stopped not applying for jobs, but updating the tracker, of course. It was easier just to read the email and not dwell on it more on account of updating the whole saga on an Excel sheet. So I decided to give all of this one more try. But this time, I do not want to be weighed. I want to track my progress in front of an audience.
Ich esse Fisch.
So the last thing on the list was to watch a video for 5 minutes in German, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, I am going to continue with the rest of the video, the 14-minute video that I picked the other day. I'm going to continue watching the same video for the next 5 minutes. So my timer just ran out, and I am still going to finish the rest of the video here because it's just a couple more minutes. It was a good, simple, and a nice conversation that I was able to follow without having to go back and forth, between these two lines where I can see the translation right there. So I didn't have to really go back and forth between the two. I could just read and listen to them, and read the German part and listen to them, and I was able to follow most of it, right? Also because it's slow German, super easy slow German, so maybe that was one of the reasons. But yeah, so I'm going to finish the rest of the video, and we'll recap what we did this week.